It's the word, the Jack. Now
Oh,
now
sorry.
I'm not sure if you've started or not.
No, that was the word.
The word. Okay, so we have just started.
We
Okay.
have just started. Rich, here it
What?
is. Our first official sound test for
I
the
thought you have done sound test. Oh, you mean the
What the
confirmation
fuck?
from the chat test? Yeah.
What
Okay.
the
the
fuck?
confirmation
Yeah, I'm sure it's fun.
from the
What
chat.
the fuck?
What makes thermacare
Holy
different?
fuck
Two
balls.
words.
What the
It heats.
fuck?
Oh
How?
my god,
With
I
heat.
can't even read
Unlike
them all.
creams and rubs that mask the pain, thermacare has patented
oh my
details
God.
that penetrate.
Oh my god.
Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. And stop scrolling, chat. I can't read these names if you keep scrolling. I can't do it.
Okay.
Every time I scroll up, the screen scrolls back down.
Okay.
How do I stop that?
What did you get? What did you get? The marital sheep?
Yeah, the material.
The material sheep. Doc Horror. Mr. 8 a.m. Borkthand. Bachthand. That Twerp. Icebone Badger. Wigabert. Inklum. Vanessa Navigator. Rick McBurman 69. Ivan Couture. Biff Meat Slab.
What the fuck?
That's a good one. I like Biff Meat Slab. Do you like Biff?
Mr. Puck. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Holy crap, you guys.
Wow.
Holy crap. That was a ton. That was a ton of streamers, a ton of subscribers right away.
Does it like automatically like go through when the chat starts? It's like, you know,
Maybe.
is that like a thing?
That could be K's 87. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. Everybody, we appreciate all of that. We really do. It just went by way too fast to
That
get
was
like
insane.
the individual times, months, names, but we really do appreciate it. So yeah, we're doing.
Thank you, horde of people for subscribing.
Thank you, Horde. Hold on, I need to do our tweet. Our official
What the fuck?
tweet. What's happening? I'm tweeting. It's all right. More Metroid.
What the fuck?
Shakespeare. I did that wrong. Sharkespeare. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Seven of Borgnine. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Yes, I'm sure there will be Spider-Man talk.
What the fuck?
I'm sure there
Oh,
will.
there will be Spider-Man talk. You don't worry about Spider-Man talk.
Kato der Junger. Is that right? Juenger? Juengeri? Whatever. Kato der Juenger. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. And I apologize for mangling your name.
100%. 100% apologize. Jack almost forgot to. Well, I didn't forget to tweet. I was tweeting. I don't, like I never want to tweet before we start because sometimes we have issues. Sometimes we have issues starting on time, like with technical problems, and so I always want to wait until we're streaming to tweet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Rich.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Spider-Man.
ahead.
Do you want to talk
Yeah.
about Spider-Man? Is this what we're talking about?
yeah, it's as good a thing to start with as any. We're both Spider-Man fans, and I suppose that's big Spider-Man news.
Big Spider-Man news.
Yeah, it's
The
fine.
Spider-Man news.
It's fine.
What's fine?
There's gonna be a Marvel Spider-Man movie now. Where do you start with this topic?
Well, first you have to give the news for any person.
Oh
who
yeah, you
doesn't
know what?
the
That's
news.
probably a smart thing to do, Jack. Thank you for that. For anybody who doesn't know,
Oh my lord!
Sony has granted Marvel permission to make a Spider-Man movie.
And vice versa.
Vice versa?
And vice versa.
How is that vice versa? What does Marvel give up? I don't think they gave up anything. What are you talking about?
Touche. You know what? Touche. All right. Yeah, no, that's fair.
All right.
Oh, now I forgot what I have to do. Do I have my No. Hold on, Rich. I need to figure out where I have to go.
How do you have a conversation about something if you're stopping to look at buttons?
Not buttons. I just have to remember what I have to do. I've forgotten what I have to do and where I have to go. Because I was playing this on Sunday.
Talk about Spider-Man, you fuck.
Oh, sorry. No, I will. I swear I will. No, I was playing this on Sunday, and then I died, and I realized it had been a while since I saved.
Oh, okay. So you're catching up to things.
And so I have to. Oh, fuck. So I'm catching up to things, and so like I have to redo a bunch of stuff.
Thomas, thank you for subscribing. 8 months in a row. We really appreciate that.
It's true. Okay, so anyway, you're right. Marvel's not giving up anything. Marvel is being granted the use of Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Now, no money even exchanged hands, right?
Right. Marvel.
What the fuck is going on over at Sony?
Well, Sony, you know, has a.
Are they desperate?
Sony had a slew of bad PR recently.
Oh, I know they did, and I know that last Spider-Man movie was terrible. Well, both of the last two.
Both of the last two were terrible, and more importantly, the sequel to the Sony Spider-Man movie did not make as much money.
Yeah.
And so Sony is now scrambling for a lifesaver.
At least they're smart enough to realize they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I give Sony that much credit.
Right.
So they're gonna let Marvel kind of have Spider-Man back. I don't know, like, what the fiscal arrangement is. Like, is Sony still putting up the money for the movie, and what percentage of the profits? How does that work?
According to the Marvel blog, Sony is still paying for and distributing the movie. Mm-hmm. But along with this deal, Marvel gets to use Spider-Man in their movies. Like so Spider-Man can be a character in their movies.
Does Marvel get any kind of cut from those movies?
No, they get no cut from those movies, and Sony gets no cut from like let's say, for example, Spider-Man appears in an Avengers movie.
Right.
Then Sony would get no cut of that.
Oh, I'm sure Marvel cares about having Spider-Man appear in the Marvel-owned movies, like Avengers.
Right.
But Marvel really doesn't get much out of producing a Spider-Man movie if Sony's going to see all the profits. I have to imagine Marvel sees some of that if they make, a standalone Spider-Man movie.
I mean, they might.
They'd have to, because if I were Marvel, I wouldn't want to spend time producing a movie to get no profits from it.
Sure. What?
I mean, the Marvel movies make a ton of money. They don't need to do some, like, work for hire kind of, you gave me $25,000 to produce the movie. No, to direct the movie. No. No, I'm gonna make Iron Man 4 make a shitload of money. That's where we're gonna spend all of our effort.
Right.
So I have to imagine Marvel gets some cut of the box office for a new Spider-Man movie. It's like Sony is giving this up, and they're getting like relatively little in return, I'd imagine, other than not tanking the franchise, which I'm happy about, I guess.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know if I have a better answer than yes.
As far as what Marvel does with Spider-Man, I know there's been a lot of talk about doing the what's his name, Miles Morales version, the Black Spider-Man guy, the new Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh,
do you know about that?
No, I don't even know about the new Ultimate Spider-Man. That shows you how in touch with modern day Spider-Man.
Yeah, lots of people want to see the black version of Spider-Man. the Miles Morales.
Sure.
Here's my opinion on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready for your opinion.
I grew up with Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I was a young nerd. Peter Parker was a young nerd.
Mm-hmm.
That's the character I grew up with and idolized. If it's not Peter Parker, I don't give a shit.
Ooh.
Because Peter Parker is the character I care about.
Uh-huh.
Now, I've never read any of the new Ultimate Spider-Man. A lot of people seem to like Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's a fine character, and if they want to go that route, more power to them.
Sure.
But it's like, me personally, I don't care. I have no stake in that particular version of Spider-Man.
Sure. Yeah.
So if they do it, it doesn't bother me. But I don't give a fuck.
But it's just not. It's not like your
Peter
Christmas.
Parker is the character I love.
Right. And so then the question is, who are they trying to get to watch the movie? Are they trying to get you, or are they trying to get everyone else?
Well, I don't even know if they're going to do that. It's just, this is some, like, online rumors. Well, they should do that, that kind of thing.
Oh, sure.
As far as, if they do go with Peter Parker, it's like, I don't know that people want to see the origin a third time.
They can't do the origin again. No one cares about the origin, and they don't need to do the origin.
And I'm not saying I want to see the origin again, but is it weird to have, like, a new version of Spider-Man without going over that territory? At least in, like, a detailed flashback? I don't know.
100% not. I mean, like, you can allude to it. You could do a flashback, but listen, we are now, as a movie-going audience, we are acclimated to the superhero genre. We understand that people, because that was the biggest reason for the origin story, is people just comprehending what the heck a superpower is, right? General movie-going audiences weren't down with just superpowers in general. And so now everyone is cool with superpowers. We don't need it anymore.
It's not the superpowers. It's not about getting the powers. It's about that origin story with Uncle Ben and the responsibility and the plot twist. That is probably the single, one of the two single, no, I'm not saying it's not single anymore. It's one of the two iconic Spider-Man stories. There's that and there's the death of Gwen Stacy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so weird to have a version of Spider-Man where you don't get that whole power and responsibility Uncle Ben bit.
But there's a way to do it without it being an origin story. Like you said, with flashbacks or with just general alluding. There's a way to do it smart, and there's a way to do it classy, where you no longer have to worry about that being the plot of the movie.
Fuck?
Where that's just characterization. That's just build up. And I like that more. I want that more.
Oh, this one's kind of sweet, Jack.
What?
April, I love you. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Why is that kind of sweet?
Somebody's saying it's a person named April that they love them. That's their name.
Okay.
They've managed to rig it so Rich Evans reads aloud, April, I love you.
Okay.
That's kind of neat.
Okay.
What do you know? You hate public displays of affection. You're a monster.
I really do.
You're a monster.
That's also true. Oh, hold on for a second. I can't hear. I'm both a monster and a robot, Rich.
Yeah.
That's something you need to know about me.
What do you think Marvel would do? Do you think they would go with an older Spider-Man? Like early 30, later 20, or do you think they're going to go with a teenager?
They got to go teenager. You know what? They got to split the difference. They got to go still in high school. But
I mean, if they're jumping into like Civil War era, though, I mean, you almost can't do teenage Spider-Man if you work Spider-Man into Civil War. I don't know. Maybe they can.
Yeah, they can. First of all, they can do whatever the hell they want. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
It'd be nice to finally get an actor who doesn't suck as Peter Parker or Spider-Man.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of people say that Andrew Garfield, he's poor Peter Parker and a good Spider-Man. He's not even a great Spider-Man. He quips, but when he quips, he comes off like an asshole. It's not comedy. It's just him being a jerk.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. By the way, every single time he opens his mouth, it sounds like he's a big jerk.
Andrew Garfield is terrible.
As Spider-Man, I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Toby was lacking. Andrew Garfield's horrible.
Yeah, Toby left. Toby, I think you said it before. Toby was the 1950s Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's Leave It to Beaver Peter Parker.
Yeah, but by the way, like Toby achieved the character he was going for.
Sure. Sure.
As an actor, he achieved the character he was going for. Andrew Garfield is not achieving what he is going for.
Who would be a good Peter Parker? I've said it before. He's too old now, but Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
Nice.
The right amount of wit and nerdy. I think Neil Patrick Harris would have been great.
You know what? First of all, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Back in the day, Neil Patrick Harris would have been great. There's some sort of timed thing here.
As far as who now, I don't fucking know. I don't keep track of every young male actor that walks through Hollywood. I don't.
Well, let me tell you. That's really funny. Yeah, I'm also not hip enough to know who's Buffer Mick Muscle Pants out there who could do Peter Parker Spider-Man. Who could like trim down for nerd and then buff back up for Spider-Man.
Who?
Who?
I was reading things. Who?
Who does chat think?
Oh, you're asking the chat. Sorry, I was.
Oh no, that's what I thought you were asking the chat.
The chat was asking us who we thought.
Oh man, I don't even know that many young actors. I am so out of touch with everything, Rich. Not just like movies.
Someone saying Christian Bale.
Christian Bale should play a teenager. First of all,
Someone else is saying Daniel Radcliffe. I'm assuming you're talking about
Harry Potter.
Can he do wit?
He can do anything. I
What
believe
the
in Daniel
fuck?
Radcliffe. Have you? What's his movie where he has devil horns? I hear good things.
White privileged Mexican. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe would be interesting. Only because I think he's a talented actor.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't seen.
By the way,
I've only seen the first Harry Potter, so I don't know enough about him to say, in all honesty.
No. You misunderstood what I said. I don't believe he's a talented actor. I think.
Okay.
I think I've heard he's a talented actor. Some of the comedy things that he does, some of the things I see online of him where it's like, oh, I have the impression that he is a talented actor. The Harry Potter movies, it's hard to say because they're Harry Potter movies.
What would you think about the kid who plays Flash in the TV show to be Spider-Man? I've never seen the Flash TV show.
I am interested in seeing it as I've seen a little bit of The Arrow, and I don't mind the Arrow TV show, and that's done by the same company.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am actually once the Flash TV show comes to like a Netflix or an Amazon streaming, I am gonna watch the Flash TV series. So I get the answer to that is wait and see. Our thoughts. Just wait right there and find out our thoughts. Flash. I'm gonna remember to save this time. That's
You do that.
That's a really important thing to me.
You do exactly that.
That's really important to me and to the well-being of the chat and the stream this time.
Matthew McConaughey as Spider-Man. No.
First of all, get the fuck out of here. Who's
No.
making these jokes?
No. Jeff Bridges Spider-Man.
Get
Samuel L. Jackson.
Perfect. Samuel L. Jackson would be perfect as Spider-Man. What are you guys doing? Are you high on the drugs? Who gave you drugs?
Rich, what do you think of Metroid Prime? It'd be nice if I could play it with a mouse and keyboard. Any shooter with a gamepad, especially a first-person shooter, just terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible experience for my hand and my brain.
Yep. By the way, now this is my first time playing Metroid Prime since I've played PC games.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, Rich, I don't know if you know this, but to look around like I'm doing right now,
Yeah.
and to move forward and backward is one joystick.
Uh-huh.
And so, in order to look up or down, you need to lock down your feet with the R button.
Really?
Yes. And then
Really?
you can look up, down, and aim precisely. But then you can't move your feet.
What
right?
the
You
fuck?
can't just look up or down with the right stick.
Nope. Because there is no right stick. There's only the C stick. This is the game.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Oh, it is. By the way, it takes.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It takes a lot of getting used to. It takes.
Oh my
a
God.
lot
Yeah,
of
no,
getting used to.
No. Oh God. that sounds terrible.
And yes, it is. It's all those things. It's all those things, but still a pretty good game. Ow, you, God, fucking damn it. Something I was talking about a little bit. Hopefully, I have no idea what I said or did during my solo stream because it had been so long since I've done a solo stream. But something I would like to mention now is I use Metroid Prime often as kind of as an example of a game that does storytelling through gameplay correctly.
Yeah.
And I would like to say that a lot of my recollections of the game were 100% true. This is a great game. Very fun, very atmospheric, very good at telling a story while keeping you in the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So, hooray
Do you
for
still
that.
feel that way after revisiting this?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I still 100% feel that way after revisiting this.
Oh, it looks nice, but God, those controls sound awful.
They are. If Nintendo ever gets to that point where they're ready to start making PC ports, man, this would be it right here.
What the
This
fuck?
would be it. I don't think they're going to get to that place. Not anytime soon, at least. But man, to play this, I mean, obviously you with a mouse and keyboard, me just with a controller where I could look around with the other thumbstick, would be phenomenal.
Somebody is saying Rick Moranis as Peter Parker.
Perfect.
He's too nerdy. Rick Moranis perfected the stock nerd.
The stock nerd?
The stock nerd is what I refer to the standard character you see in many movies with the glasses with the tape and the like, bit of hair sticking up and the completely nerdy and they wear the pocket protector. The stock nerd.
Yeah.
In lack of inventing an interesting, depthful character, you just the nerd. There's the nerd. Same as the jock, the cheerleader. You know.
Right. I'm with you.
Not stock with an LK, Chad. Stock.
Stock, yeah.
STOCK.
And yeah, OctoJ, I would still play with a gamepad, but I play with a gamepad that works. I would play with a gamepad that looks around and aims. This game has an auto aim function where if you press down the left trigger, it like auto aims on whatever enemy is closest.
Well, that would make it playable.
Yeah, that helps. But there's a lot of flying enemies, and so then you need to lock your legs, look up, and then lock on an enemy with the other trigger. It has its own kind of flow. I still love it. I still love it. Deep fried mashed potatoes. You know, all I'm doing now is trying to think of movies I've seen with young people in them. And I can't even mention a movie I've seen recently with a young person in it.
Okay. For casting choices?
For casting choices for Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I know no young actors because I'm an old man. So I only care about old man movies with old men in them. Like Robot and Frank. That's a
true.
great movie. You see Robot and Frank?
No.
Oh, it's great. You should see it. You should see Robot and Frank. It stars an old man and a robot. It's perfect.
Big Hero 76.
Right. I would watch the crap out of that movie. No, I'm sure that has young actors in it, but I don't know who they are. I don't care.
What
I've
the
heard,
fuck?
For Black Spider-Man, people are saying Donald Glover, who's on Parks and Rec. But I've never seen Parks and Rec, and so like all I know him
Nor
from
have
is
I.
Childish Gambino. Do you know Childish Gambino?
No.
Oh no, you wouldn't, because you also don't like the hip hop.
Hold on. Microfiber Militia. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
And Lolly
And-
Battle Machine 322. Thank you for subscribing. We also appreciate that. Donald Glover is also a rapper named Childish Gambino. Not bad. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. For like an actor comedian, you know, it's like, oh yes, the serviceable. Which I mean sounds like a great compliment. He's serviceable.
Also, chat, liking Peter Parker does not make you a racist, so cut that shit out.
Right.
That's obnoxious.
That's obnoxious. And chat, you know it. Here's the thing, like
Yeah.
joking aside, you know it. Come on. Right. Well, that's the hero we grew up with. This actually does make me a little interested in reading new Spider-Man just to see like what happens to Peter Parker. Does he die?
In Ultimate? Do
Yeah.
you want spoilers?
Yeah, give me spoilers. Well, give me spoilers, and then I'll start with the new Spider-Man.
He died fighting the Sinister Six.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Did he win, but he had to die to win?
Yeah, that shit. My least favorite trope.
Well, you know, at least he won. Shit. Nope, not ball, not ball, not ball! Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, get out of here. Jerk. Bunch of jerks. Everybody's a jerk in this game. Rich. All these jerks, they hit me with their things. Okay, so Peter Parker died fighting the Sinister Six. And who's the other Spider-Man? Where does he get his powers from?
I have no idea. I haven't been read. I heard that Peter Parker died. I heard he died fighting the Sinister Six. I have not read any of the new one though.
Oh, okay.
I know literally nothing about it other than it's a black kid called Miles Morales.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. I might pick that up.
I wasn't even reading when Peter died.
Right.
So
Oh, no, neither was I. Neither was I. I gave up on Ultimate a while ago.
yeah.
When, you know, it started as this really nice, simple story. And I was like, oh, yay, Spider-Man getting back to the simple stories. And then, oh, it got messed up, as it always does.
Everything had to be the worst thing that ever happened. It got too serious all the time. It Ultimate became very unpleasant to read.
Yes, agreed. And it's a shame because it was really nice for a while.
Yeah.
Ultimate was a great continuity reboot.
Drama overload.
Yes. Drama overload.
Dial it back every now and then.
You know, Just a little bit.
Have some fun with Spider-Man. A little bit of fun.
Oh, crap. Gotta get all these... Oh, here's one. God damn it. Have some fun with Spider-Man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gonna die. Not gonna die. Don't die. Don't die, you jerk. Yeah. Spider-Man's supposed to be a fun character. 100% agreed. 100%o agreedo. Where? Oh, that's right. There was one. Where, who, what, how, when? Might go do that. I was, you know what I was thinking about? Because I'm. Oh no, crap! I left your Preacher books at the studio.
I grabbed them. I have them here. You got them out of the clutches of Jesse. Though.
I did.
About 6 months ago, because of all the talk of a Preacher TV show, Jesse was suddenly interested in Preacher. So she borrowed my first 3 volumes of Preacher. I haven't seen them in 6 months, and she hasn't read them.
What the fuck?
Yes, so I
Jackson
liberated
he wanted
them.
to read it, and then so she brought them over. She wouldn't give them back to me, but she was willing to let Jack borrow my Preacher comic books.
Yes.
So,
Which is fine. That's fine. Hey.
Pre-poopo echoing fart. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
I'm sorry, what? Pre-poopo?
TDXP. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
What? What? Okay, there we go. I finally got all the. I finally got all the
What the fuck?
MacGuffins. I scanned all the MacGuffins in this room.
Vodka Gimli. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
That's a good name. I like that. Vodka Gimli. It's precious. Oh no! Fuck. I was enjoying a name too much, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I died. Thank you, Vodka Gimli. You made me die. You made this section take 80 times longer.
Someone in the chat is saying Preacher is okay. Preacher is fucking amazing. Preacher, well, the first volume I thought was kind of everything after the first volume was pretty damn good. Preacher's pretty funny.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to reading it. I'm looking forward to... I would like to, in general, get back into the swing of reading many things, but you know, comics in general. I'd like to know what's happening in comics, because I used to read a lot more comics.
Because I explained things bad, Mr. Glitch, Preacher is a comic book.
Oh, that's true.
Written by Garth Ennis, who, if you read comic books, you would probably be more familiar with him as the guy who was writing The Punisher for many years. Preacher has a very dark sense of humor. It's about a Texas preacher who gets merged with an angel-demon hybrid with awesome powers. And he and his ex-girlfriend and a Irish vampire set off on a quest to find God so he can tell him off. Some fine blasphemy in Preacher.
Quality blasphemy. That's really funny. Finally, okay. Here's where I died. The very first boss of the game.
He died in the first boss. Oh,
Well,
geez.
you know, but the first boss is a ways away. It's, you know, it's not just the first boss. It's a big deal. I guess. Or not. I don't know. It's because I wasn't paying attention. But now I know what to do. You see. So now it'll be much easier to beat. Everything will be great. I'll beat this first boss. I'll save the game. It'll be super fun. Don't you think? Don't you think?
Beating the game, yeah, I'm sure beating the game would be super fun as opposed to like losing at the game.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not super fun at all.
No, losing at a game usually is not fun. I think this was my big problem the other day is I wasn't.
What the
turning
fuck?
Or not. Oh, no, oh, that's right. I think I need to stun him.
Sark Bimpson, thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. I have played Metroid Prime, but it's been many years. I don't think I've played it since it actually came out. Like I couldn't even remember the control scheme. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's rough. The controls.
Yeah, I think the only reason I found it playable was because of the lock-on. Because, like I said, first-person shooters with a gamepad, awful.
Awful. And I play first-person shooters with a gamepad, and still, now going back to this is awful. I'm not. It's so foreign to me not being able to look up and down.
Yeah.
That it hurts.
Chat's asking if we think they should bring J.K. Simmons back as J. Jonah Jameson.
Of course.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that. It's probably the least of my concerns. they still haven't gotten Peter Parker and Spider-Man right in any of these movies.
Right?
So that's the first priority. But yeah, he was great as JJ, and I wouldn't mind having him back. Even if it's a different continuity, that's fine. I don't give a shit about that.
You know, like you said, JJ is really a minor character in this universe. So, like, let's not worry about who.
Spider-Man's the one you have to get right.
Yes. Everything else, everybody else will fall into place.
You know who should be J. Jonah Jameson?
Who?
Cameron Mitchell.
Cameron Mitchell? Oh, God bless you, Cameron Mitchell. You should be in every movie ever. Cameron Mitchell. Crap, where do I have to go? Where do I have to go? Oh, it's way over there. Come on, go. I can do this. Go. Get there. Cameron Mitchell. He'll just be making everybody close doors. Spider-Man won't be able to get in anywhere. It'll be great.
Someone's saying, Rich Jack, let's be honest.
Yeah.
We just want to see a good Venom, right? Fuck Venom.
Venom.
Fuck Venom.
And by the way, I'm a person.
Venom is a good visual and little else.
No, and I like Venom as a villain. And I know you and I have disagreed about Venom as a villain, but I like him as a villain. But that does not matter day to day. Venom does not make Spider-Man.
See, Venom being kind of an anti-hero was the only thing that made him even a little bit interesting. But I mean, his motivations are fucking piss poor.
Sure.
He's just he's not like a clever villain. He's just kind of I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
He's a fine visual and little else. No,
I like Venom.
Certainly not as the major villain of a movie.
No. Listen,
and here's my thing with Spider-Man in general and movies. I don't know that Spider-Man is well suited to movies. I would, given a choice, I would rather see a Marvel Spider-Man TV show. You know, other than the special effects, which at a TV budget doing Spider-Man would be very difficult. Mm-hmm. Story-wise, Spider-Man's always about the day-to-day activities. It's the life and the trials and tribulations of Peter Parker dealing with the how being a superhero affects his normal everyday life. And in a movie, there's almost a need to do something epic.
Yes.
But you can't make a Spider-Man movie about Spider-Man's suit getting bleached in the laundry and it's like pink and light blue. Ha ha, it's a little jokey That's a fun Spider-Man B story, and you can't do that in a movie. The movie needs to be the big. He's gonna blow up the city with the blue super laser, and that's not a Spider-Man story.
I begrudgingly agree with you. And only because I know the practicalities of it, and I know that a Spider-Man TV show would not look as nice. And here's the thing, and it might just be me. I like the action, the action goes hand in hand with the story, and so I need that. I need good action with my superheroes.
Yeah.
And I know that a Spider-Man TV show wouldn't have the budget for the action that I want.
Here's an obscure reference. Disney motorboat propeller. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
I'm sorry, what?
That's a reference.
To what?
I'm not saying.
You're not
figure it out. You figure it out. I told you. If you forgot, that's your fault.
You told me when? In real life?
Yes, I'm sure I have.
Disney motorboat?
Motorboat propeller.
Disney motorboat propeller?
Yes.
Oh my lord. I'm in the deep woods here, Rich.
So somebody in the chat brings something up.
Okay.
Strafe.
Let's talk about Strafe.
We'll talk briefly about Strafe because I still don't know that much. I've seen the trailer they made. There's a Kickstarter going on right now, and I think it's got like probably 6 days left right now. 7.
7 days left.
It's a Kickstarter for a game called Strafe. It's a first-person shooter, kind of done in like the style of Quake, like heavily old school. And they're going for like randomly generated levels and whatnot, but it looks fun. But the Kickstarter, they're not even halfway to their goal, and they only got like a week left. I don't know that they're gonna make it, but I just want to direct everybody in the chat to at least take a look at Strafe. There should be a video on YouTube or somewhere. It's got a Kickstarter, and the fake 1996 commercial for this game they made is kind of great.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
100%.
I will be kickstarting that.
Not only like previously recorded will be kickstarting that.
Yes.
Yes. Previously, this looks like a game that we would love.
It's a game I want to play. I'm going to support them.
Yes. So we previously recorded is officially going to be donating to the Strafe Kickstarter, and we encourage you all to do the same. Where is a save spot? That's the important part.
What the fuck?
There's a save place.
Omega Ham Sandwich. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
What the fuck?
That's a great name. Mostly because I like ham sandwiches.
Octo Mike. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Funny.
I get reference.
Do you? Do you though? I mean, do you?
I'm gonna give everyone a heads up.
Yeah.
Though for all I know, it won't make the cut. But I'm gonna mention this anyway.
Oh no.
Heads up. If you wanna pick a name to subscribe under, Dr. Mayonnaise. It might not make sense for another month.
Yeah.
But Dr. Mayonnaise.
100%.
Yeah. Scoop May Hall. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
The heads up is over the past week. Over the past week, we have shot a lot. Over the past...
There's stuff coming up.
There will be stuff coming up. We just had a conversation the other day about the release of stuff coming up. And hopefully, Jay and I have done a good enough job convincing Mike to stagger out all the stuff we have shot recently to make sure that it's released on a regular basis instead of... I feel like a lot of our content is very feast or famine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where it's like we have a big lull where we're shooting and editing stuff, and then we just kind of dump it all.
Best of the worst takes a while to edit. I don't know that there's going to be that lump everything coming out at once this time.
They were talking
But
about
there's stuff in the pipe.
There's stuff in the pipe, not just that, but you know. Oh, where? Do I want to go back? I think I do want to go back up. I want to explore more up here. There's stuff in the pipe work, and there's stuff in the pipe work that will be ready approximately the same time that hopefully we can convince each other to hold on to it so you get regular content.
Yeah.
I think that's important. I think
Also, Chad, Dr. Mayonnaise has nothing to do with Space Cop.
That's true.
Yeah. It is a potential future reference to something. That's what I'm saying.
A potential, and it's a gamble future reference because you don't even know.
I don't know what's gonna make the cut.
You don't know what's going to make the cut. That's what I'm saying.
I'm assuming that won't.
I would hope so.
Not mayo, specifically mayonnaise.
Are you sure about that, or is it Dr. Mayo?
It's mayonnaise.
I don't remember now. I think you said it, so
I'm 100% sure it's mayonnaise.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you.
Okay.
Because I think you said it. But oh yes, that's right. Energy tank up in here. Okay, here we go.
So somebody says, I trust Rich like I trust the NBC's Brian Williams. What happened with Brian Williams? I keep hearing him mentioned a lot lately. What happened?
Apparently, famous news broadcaster Brian Williams famously told a story about how he was under fire in, I want to say, Benghazi, when he was reporting there. And as it turns out, he fabricated it. And of course, he's a news person. You know, he's a person who should be trusted. By the way, hopefully everyone just saw my super sweet morph ball double jump.
They're watching the stream. I'm sure they did.
Sweet as fuck. In any case, he admitted publicly that he was exaggerating, if not straight up lying, about being under fire while reporting on Benghazi or Iraq or, you know, one of those war-torn countries, and has since been suspended for 6 months from reporting the news. And most of it is a self-inflicted suspension because he is the head producer and.
Oh yeah, so he wanted a vacation, basically.
Well, no, he understands that he lied, and you know, lying is bad.
Yeah.
And
it's a suspension, not a firing.
Right.
Like you would expect from a news reporter who lies.
Sure. But in any case, so that's why they're talking about Brian Williams now, because he's a liar.
Okay.
Or
I had not
or
heard
an exaggerator. Maybe not a liar. He's an exaggerator. I forget which. And speaking of trusted newsmen, have you heard that Jon Stewart is officially stepping down?
Yeah, that's sad.
It is.
That's whatever your political affiliation is. He's funny. He's a funny man.
He's a funny man who ran a funny show.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire in Rich's oxygen room.
Oh.
Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Great.
Everybody who subscribes over the next 10 minutes,
Yeah.
that money will go straight to the Strafe Kickstarter.
100%.
100% of the money of the subscriptions we get next 10 minutes. Strafe Kickstarter.
Ooh, yeah.
Add it to what we were going to spend.
How big a contribution do you want us to make to Strafe?
Yep.
Yeah.
'Cause we were talking about doing what, the $50 level?
We were gonna do the level that got us the special font.
Yeah, the special font in the thanks, right?
If there was, and apparently they don't have a T-shirt level. Usually I'll go for a T-shirt level. Just because I like T-shirts.
I didn't look over them that closely. For all I know, there's a T-shirt level. I'll have to double check.
You'll have to double check. I like T-shirts. I wear T-shirts a lot. Oh, come on.
Nobody subscribed in the next 10 minutes? Damn, somebody does not like Strafe.
It looks fun.
It looks like Quake. I miss games like Quake.
Made a huge mistake. I killed the bugs that make the light in this room.
Do you want to kill the lights? Is that good?
No, I wanted the lights to be on, apparently. Oh, here we go. I figured it out. Okay. Yeah, we'll look into that. We'll look into...
What do you think of Howard Stern? I never found him particularly entertaining, but I'm okay with him. He's doing his thing. That's fine. He's making money. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I never understood the entirety of like
What
the
the
shock
fuck?
jock genre is something I've never ever understood. But you know, good for him.
Ramirez the Gnome. Thank you for subscribing. Strafe really appreciates it.
All right, so that's $5 to Strafe.
Yes, that's right, Chad. I'm terrible at FPSs because you've seen me play them twice on a stream.
Yeah, no, and you seemed like you were doing really bad. All the two times.
Because you know why?
Why?
Because that little coffee table in the viewing room, I'm like hunched over weird when I play. It's not the best environment for playing a shooter.
The viewing room? No.
Yeah, the viewing room. Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me it doesn't matter because I play with a controller.
I know. Prefer to be at my desk.
Yeah. You gotta start looking up internet packages.
I'm gonna have to stream an FPS again and just show you guys that I'm not awful. I really. It's gonna happen.
We can't wait. Is I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah, I died many times in Doom 3 because I was hunched over in a weird position while trying to play. Ah.
That's what Rich says. I need to get back to where I was.
I'm not saying I'm a FPS god, but I will prove to you guys at some point that I am capable of playing an FPS decently.
All Rich is going for is adequate here. He's
Well, yeah, adequate. I'm going for adequate.
God damn it.
Plus, I don't know that I've played a real FPS. I've played some of the newer, slower-paced ones, but I haven't played, like, Quake 2 or Doom.
What's a real FPS, right?
I know people were complaining about my aim in Jedi Knight 2, but people don't realize that the Stormtrooper blaster, as kind of a joke, is deliberately designed to have lousy aim.
Oh, is it?
To emulate the Stormtroopers from the movies.
That's really funny.
That weapon is notoriously inaccurate.
I think that's hilarious.
It's the game.
I think that's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I should stream Brutal Doom chat, but I'm actually deliberately waiting until the new version comes out, which was supposed to be out at the end of December. And I don't know how long the delay is going to be, but I'm actually waiting until the new version comes out before I play Brutal Doom for the first time.
What the fuck?
I do plan to stream it when it's out. New version is not out yet, so I'm still waiting. JP versus the world. Thank you for subscribing. Strafe really appreciates it.
That's a bonus, a plus $10 to
And
Strafe.
$10 that we're donating to Strafe. Yes.
Even if it doesn't get us to the next tier.
Yeah.
They're just gonna get extra money.
We're men of our word.
100%. Hundo percento.
Jack or Rich, will you play Bloodborne when it comes out? Maybe for or something. I'm not super excited about it.
Yeah. Bloodborne was the one it's made by the same people that made Dark Souls, right? That's why people are excited about it?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.